Hello and welcome. I'm Ms. Lee, and we're back at the Fells Branch Library for more stories. Let's begin with our gathering song. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. Oh, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. I have a poem for you, a Shel Silverstein poem for you, from Where the Sidewalk Ends. There are no pictures, although he does wonderful illustrations, but this one you have to make pictures in your head. It's called Ridiculous Rose. Her mama said, "Don't eat with your fingers." "Okay," said Ridiculous Rose. So she ate with her toes. Uh-oh. Let's look at some more uh-ohs in a book or two. Humpty Dumpty, from Nina Crew's book, The Neighborhood Mother Goose. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. But you can. You can make a Humpty Dumpty and put the Humpty Dumpty on a wall, and then you can cut it into pieces and put them back together again. You can use tape or you can use Band-Aids. Have fun. Chicka, Chicka, Boom, Boom by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. The pictures are by Lois Ellert, and she is one of our favorite illustrators. A told B and B told C, "I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree." "Whee," said D to E, F, G, "I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree." Chicka, Chicka, Boom, Boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and Tagalong K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka, Chicka, Boom, Boom, will there be enough room? Look who's coming, LMNOP. And QRS and TUV. Still more, W and X, Y, Z, the whole alphabet up the, oh no. Chicka, Chicka, Boom, Boom. Skit, scat, scoodle-doot, flip, flop, flee. Everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears, then dust their pants. "Help us up," cried ABC. Next from the pile-up, skinned knee D, and stubbed toe E, and patched up F. Then comes G, all out of breath. H is tangled up with I. I and J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. M is looped, N is stooped, O is twisted, alley-oop. Skit, scat, scoodle, doot, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming. It's Black-Eyed Pea, QRS, and Loose Tooth T. Then UVW, wiggle jiggle free, last to come XYZ. And the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But chicka, chicka, boom, boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Let's do an exercise for everybody. That means children and grown-ups. Are you ready? Put your thumb in the air and shake it all around. Put your thumb in the air and shake it all around. Put your thumb in the air and shake it all around. Put your thumb on the top of your head and leave it there. Put your head on your shoulder and shake it all around. Put your head on your shoulder and shake it all around. Put your head on your shoulder and shake it all around. Put your head on your shoulder and leave it there. Put your elbow on your knee and shake it all around. Put your elbow on your knee and shake it all around. Put your elbow on your knee and shake it all around. Put your elbow on your knee and leave it there. Put your foot on your other knee and shake it all around. Put your foot on your other knee and shake it all around. Put your foot on your other knee and shake it all around. Put your foot on your other knee and leave it there. Put your belly button up in the air and wait, I don't think we should do this. I think it's not a good idea for the grown-ups. They might get hurt. Put your thumb in the air and shake it all around. Put your thumb in the air and shake it all around. Put your thumb in the air and shake it all around. Put your thumb in the air and then put it anywhere. I Broke My Trunk by Mo Willems. I have not seen Gerald today. Why? Gerald, what happened to your trunk? I broke my trunk. How did you break your trunk? It is a long, crazy story. Tell it, tell it. Well, I was playing with Hippo. Then I had an idea. I wanted to lift Hippo onto my trunk. Why? Because. Okay. So I lifted Hippo onto my trunk. But a hippo on your trunk is heavy. Is that how you broke your trunk? No. There is more to my story. Then Rhino showed up. Rhino wanted a turn. What did you do? I lifted both of them onto my trunk. But a hippo and a rhino on your trunk are very heavy. Is that how you broke your trunk? No. There is more to my story. Then Hippo's sister showed up. Hippo has a sister? A big sister. Did she want a turn too? Yes. She also wanted to play her piano. Two hippos, one rhino, and a piano on your trunk are very, very heavy. Is that how you broke your trunk? No. This is a long, crazy story. Gerald, how did you break your trunk? Well, I was so proud of what I had done that I ran to tell my very best friend about it. But I tripped and fell. Whoop! And broke my trunk. You broke your trunk running to tell me your story? That is a crazy story. That is a funny story. I want to tell someone your crazy story. Whoop! Piggy, what happened to your snout? It is a long, crazy story. Now here's a catastrophic song with motions. A peanut sat on a railroad track, its heart was all aflutter. Along came a choo-choo train, toot-toot, peanut butter. An apple sat on a railroad track, thinking it was boss. Along came a choo-choo train, toot-toot, applesauce. An orange sat on a railroad track, as silly as a goose. Along came a choo-choo train, toot-toot, orange juice. A banana sat on a railroad track, not thinking a little bit. Along came a choo-choo train, toot-toot, banana split. A lemon sat on a railroad track, where it often stayed, along came a choo-choo train, toot-toot, lemonade. All right, let's take a look at some more accidents. Officer Buckle and Gloria by Peggy Rathman. This is a Caldecott medal-winning book. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Knappville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77, never stand on a swivel chair. Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with the students at Knappville School. Nobody ever listened. Sometimes there was snoring. Afterward, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, said Officer Buckle. But Mrs. Topple didn't hear him. Then one day, Knappville's police department bought a police dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. Children, this is Gloria, announced Officer Buckle. Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit. And Gloria sat. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1, keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention. She was. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle, always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls. The children's eyes popped. Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, he said. Officer Buckle thought of a safety tip he had discovered that morning. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it. The audience roared. Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of the tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny safety tips could be. After this safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you letters from the students at Knappville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawings showed a lot of imagination. His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper. It said, "You and Gloria make a good team. Your friend Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 7. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to his bulletin board when the phones started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling about the safety speech. Officer Buckle, they said, our students want to hear your safety tips, and please bring along that police dog. Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in the State College auditorium. When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during electrical storms, the students jumped to their feet and applauded. Bravo, bravo, they cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. That night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news. The next day, the principal of Knappville School telephoned the police station. Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for our safety speech. Officer Buckle frowned. I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway. Oh, said Mrs. Topple. Well, how about Gloria? Could she come? Someone else from the police station gave Gloria a ride to the school. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep. So did the audience. After Gloria left, Knappville School had its biggest accident ever. It started with a puddle of banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter had a drawing of the accident. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note written on a paper star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend, Claire. P.S. Don't worry, I was wearing my helmet. Safety tip number 7. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. Safety tip number 101. Always stick with your buddy. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. Take care of yourselves until we meet again. And remember Officer Buckle's safety tips. See you next time.